This is a mindful body weight fusion class. And so all you're going to need is a little bit of space and just your wonderful body. Today we're going to really be working on our core engagement. Oh, there's my kitty matcha. Today we're really going to be working on our core engagement and our glute engagement during our warm-up. And we're going to get into some martial arts inspired movements that we'll be doing in a circuit at the end of class, and that'll be our faster sequence that we go through. And just be prepared. If you need water, go ahead and grab a cup of water now just so you have it ready for yourself. And we're going to get started with some tension building. So I really like to start this class by driving our neurological system into engagement and making sure that we are woken up on a deeper level. So that way our muscular engagement is more fulfilled and we reap the benefits of our workout because we have involved our nervous system from the very beginning. So what we're going to do is stand up. So go ahead and stand up and just bring your feet hips width distance. If you're barefoot, that's ideal. If you have socks on, I recommend taking them off. We're going to lift all 10 toes up off the floor for a moment and just try to splay your toes open as much as you can. And then with the toes splayed open, you're going to let your toes slowly come back down to the floor so that way you have a nice big base of support. And then bring your arms down by your side, palms facing open. Try to find the tallest posture that you can. Let's take 3 nice deep breaths here. So inhale through your nose. Exhale through your mouth. Good. 2 more of those. Big inhale. Big exhale. Good. 1 more time. Inhale. And exhale. Good. Now we're going to start to build up that neurological drive and that tension from within. So we're going to start by bringing our hands into fists. And I want you to engage your inner thighs together, squeeze your glutes, brace your abs, push your fist down to the floor, and try to get to what feels like 25% of your maximum potential tension for this morning. So it's just a light amount of tension, but see if you can feel it throughout your whole body. Good. Take a few more breaths here at 25%. Good. And now on your next exhale, we're going to ramp up the tension to 50%. So engage all those places a little bit more. You're going to get to what feels like half of your potential. You can even think of pressing those feet firmly down into the floor. Take 1 more breath here at 50%. And on your next exhale, ramp up your tension to 75% of your 100% max. So you're at 75%, it might start to feel like you're in a standing plank. Things might start to feel a little more heated in the body. Really engaging everything from the feet all the way up through the head. Take 1 more breath here at 75%. And now on your next exhale, you're going to ramp it up to your 100% full body tension, your safest and greatest effort for today. Try to get there and hold for 2 breaths, 100%. Here we go. Good. 1 more inhale here. And now exhale, bring it back down to 75%. So releasing a little bit of that full body tension. Good. Take 1 more breath here at 75. And And exhale back down to 50, releasing a little bit more of that full body tension. Good, one more inhale here at 50%. Exhale down to your 25%, just that light amount of tension again. Awesome, we're gonna hold here at 25%. I want you to bring your arms up into a wide V with both hands still in fists. And then you're gonna squeeze your shoulder blades together onto your back. Glide your shoulder blades up toward your ears. Push your shoulders forward and then glide down. Okay, it's a scap car. We're gonna do two more in that direction. I'll turn sideways so you guys can see me from the side. We're gonna squeeze shoulder blades together, glide up, protract and push forward, and then glide down. One more that way. Squeeze together, maintaining 25% tension. Glide up, protract forward, glide down. Good, now just reverse it from there. So glide right back up, squeeze together, glide down, protract. Two more, glide up, squeeze back, glide down, push forward. One more, up, together, down, and protract. Good, and release. Nice, shake that out. We're gonna come down onto the ground and we're gonna go into some segmented cat-cow next. So this is segmentation of our spine. We're gonna try to go from flexion into extension. Each vertebrae has its own moments to move. So we're going piece by piece up the spine. It's like a slow wave. Here we go. So come down onto hands and knees. Curl your toes under toward your shins. And then bring yourself into your most rounded spine that you can. Head releases down toward the floor. And just take a few breaths here in your spinal flexion. Really trying to pull the rib cage in and up. Really driving the tailbone down. Take one more breath here. And now from here, send your tailbone up behind you and then go piece by piece into extension. So first your lumbar spine goes into extension, then your T-spine, and then your head goes into extension, your cervical spine last. Gazing up, really try to open up your chest here and push out of your hands, push away the floor. Let's take one more breath here in your fullest extension. Try to really reach that tailbone up behind you. Good, and then from here, slowly drop your tailbone down toward the floor, and you're going to go piece by piece, all the way back up into your flexion. Take your time. Head comes down last. Good, take a breath here in your flexion again, really push away the floor. See if you can round a little more, one more breath. And then from here, send your tailbone up, slowly waving up your vertebrae into your extension. Pull that sternum center of your chest forward, lift your head last. Take 2 breaths here in your extension. And then drop your tailbone down, slowly rounding your spine again, vertebrae by vertebrae. Take your time. Keep your gaze up as long as you can, and then head comes down last. Take one more breath here in your spinal flexion. And go ahead, release. Nice. Awesome. We're going to go into hip cars next, guys. So we're going to go back onto hands and knees in a second. I just want to take a little break for your wrists, so feel free to roll those out for a moment. Okay? And now back on the hands and knees. I'll talk you through the hip cars. We're going to do 2 on the first leg, and then I'll turn around so you can see me for the other side. So bring your hands underneath your shoulders, knees underneath your hips. Brace your abs like you're in a plank. Keep the rib cage in and keep your elbows straight. Now bring one heel toward your butt cheek, and you're gonna lift that knee an inch off the ground. Then pull that knee forward into your hip flexion, trying not to round your spine. From there, you're gonna lift the leg out to the side. Try to lift it up as high as you can. Start to shift the knee back in space, and then internally rotate through your hip to turn your foot up toward the ceiling. Drive that heel up using your hamstring, and bring your knee all the way behind you now. Really trying to squeeze that heel up. Take a breath. Bring it down. Good. Keep squeezing your heel to your butt cheek, and we're gonna reverse that. So now you're gonna go up into your hip extension first. Try to keep your spine from extending, so abs stay engaged. From here, drift your leg out to the side as far as you can, and then externally rotate through your hip. Then start to pull your knee forward. Bring it back underneath you into your hip flexion, and rest. All right, we have one more rep like that. And if it felt hard, then you're doing it right. Here we go. We have one more. Squeeze your heel to your butt cheek. Lift the knee. Pull the knee forward, hip flexion. Then lift the leg out to the side. Then slowly bring it back and start to internally rotate to turn your heel up toward the ceiling. Bring the knee all the way behind you. Find that hamstring and glute to engage. Bring it down. Take a breath. And now reverse it. Go up and back with your heel. Keep the rib cage and abs pulled in. Drive that up, and then drift the leg out to the side with the foot still up at first. Once you can't get it any further to the side, then you'll externally rotate. Pull the knee forward. Bring it all the way underneath your rib cage and down. Good. I'm just going to turn around for the other side. You guys can just take a break off of your wrists, maybe roll them around again for a moment. Okay, and then set up again on hands and knees. We have the other leg for 2 reps. So opposite side, squeeze your heel to your butt cheek. Lift your knee just about an inch off the ground, and then pull the knee forward, hip flexion. From there, abduct out to the side. Lift it up as high as you can. Start to drift the knee back a little bit, and then internally rotate through your hip. Keep internally rotating as you bring your knee all the way behind you. Keep pushing out of the shoulders, and then bring it down. Keep squeezing your heel to your butt cheek and reverse. Drive that heel up. Find your hamstring to lift your leg. Then drift the leg all the way out back to the side. Then externally rotate your hip. Pull the knee forward. Bring it underneath you. And rest. Good. We have one more rep. Take a breath. And here we go. Squeeze that heel to your butt cheek. Lift the knee. And then pull the knee forward. Drive the knee all the way up and out to the side. Start to drift the knee back. Internally rotate. Keep internally rotating and really find that hamstring as you bring your leg behind you. Try to keep the rib cage and abs pulled in. Then bring it down, take a breath, and reverse. Heel goes up. Find that hamstring again to lift. Keep pushing out of the shoulders. Try not to sink into them. Then bring the leg out to the side. Then externally rotate. Ankle comes down in line with your knee. Then pull the knee all the way back forward toward your chest. And rest. Nice. Awesome job. Okay, so next we're going to do a little warm up. We're going to do a beast position. We have some side lunge abductions. And we have some single leg glute bridges. Okay, so let's actually start standing for this circuit with the side lunge abductions. So I'm just gonna demo this real quick so you guys can see what it looks like, and then we'll do 10 reps on each side together. And if you have a wall nearby and you'd like to use it for help with balance, feel free to do so, but it's not necessary. I'm gonna do it off the wall because it's a little bit more challenging without the assistance. But But if you really feel like it could help you keep concentrating on the glute and hip engagement, because that's what we're really after, then go for the wall, and that'll help you make sure that you're engaging in the right place, okay? So you're gonna set up in a little mini side lunge, sticking your butt back, your chest is inclined forward, your abs are braced. You can just put your hands on your hips or maybe hold your hands in front of you, and you're gonna shift like 90% of your weight into your bent leg. From there, you're just gonna lift your straight leg up a little bit and then back down to the floor. And I'm trying to really lead my heel up rather than my toes because I'm trying to feel the engagement on the outside of my glute, okay? And then we'll do the other side, so you'll shift your weight into the other leg and you'll do those little leg raises, trying to lead through the heel of your foot to lift and feel it on the outside of your glute, okay? If you need the wall, just hold one hand against the wall to help you balance, but it's the same thing that we're doing. Okay, so we're gonna do 10 reps of that. Let's do the first side. Here we go. So get into your little mini side lunge, hip hinge, send those hips back, slight bend in your standing leg. You can hold your hands in front of you or maybe hands on your hips. We wanna try to keep the pelvis square to the floor, so try not to rotate your whole pelvis open. Okay, here we go. 10 reps, you're gonna exhale, lift your straight leg up, lower it down. Good. 2 and 3. They're just little raises. 4. Don't have to be high, and you might feel a lot of stability and engagement in your standing glute as well. 4 more. 3, 2, last 1. Good, and stand up out of that side. We're gonna switch over to the other leg. So shift your weight into the opposite leg, hip hinge, get that booty to reach back, chest is inclined forward a little bit, abs are braced. And now opposite leg is gonna lift up, exhale as you lift. Trying not to rotate the pelvis open. You're doing 10 reps. Try to lead with the heel, so you feel that in your glute medius. That's 5, you got 5 more. Keep reaching your standing butt cheek back in space. 3, 2, 1, and rest. Nice. Okay, now we're coming back down onto hands and knees for a beast position with alternating toe lifts. So you're gonna have your knees lifted about an inch off the floor. It's a very small lift. And then we're gonna alternate pointing one set of toes back, placing it down, and then switching. And we're gonna go for 30 seconds, okay? So go ahead, come down onto your hands and knees. Your knees are gonna be hips width distance, and maybe just a little closer to your hands than your hips. Curl your toes under toward your shins. Now lift your knees just a tiny bit off the ground. And then here we go, 30 seconds, pointing one set of toes back, placing it back down, and switch. You don't have to go very fast. We're looking for stability in our torso and our pelvis. So your obliques have to really work here to stabilize your body. 15 seconds left. Take your time. Try to just point the toes. You're not actually kicking your heel up. Last 3, 2, 1, and rest. Nice. All right, we're gonna flip onto our backs and go into some single leg glute bridges next. So lay down on your back. Feet can start flat on the floor. And you're gonna then bring one knee toward your chest. So we're gonna be working with the grounded leg. The knees pulling into the chest so we keep our pelvis in a slight posterior tilt. And this knee is pulling us into hip flexion, just like we did in our hip car. Now, I like to actually bend my elbows and press my elbows and triceps into the floor, or you can have your arms straight on the ground and press your palms down. Either way works. We're gonna do 8 reps of our single leg glute bridge. So you're just gonna take an inhale, and then exhale, push your foot down, and bridge up. Trying to squeeze that glute and extend the hip of the working leg. 3, 5 more. And try not to just go through the motions and use momentum. Try to use that glute and hamstring engagement to extend your hips. 2 more. Last one. Good. Switch your feet. And now 8 reps on this side. Here we go. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. 6 more. Really squeezing that butt cheek of the working leg. Keep pulling the opposite knee into your chest. 4 left. 2 more. Last one. Good, and rest. Nice. Okay, we're just gonna take a little breather, and then we have one more set of that circuit. I'm just gonna grab a sip of water. How's everybody doing? Good, I hope. It's pretty hot today. Okay, just gonna see if I can adjust one of my Instagram cameras so there's not so much backlight. Okay, whoops, okay, there we go, that's better. All right, here we go. We're going back into the standing leg hip abduction, guys. So you're gonna get into that little mini side lunge position again. So get into your hip hinge for your first leg, internally rotate your hip, and then here we go. We have 10 reps. Try to lead with the heel edge of your foot. Little lifts. 3, 4. Trying to stay stable. 5. 5 more. Keep your abs braced. Keep your glute reaching back. 3, 2, 1. Good. Stand and rest. And now we just switch sides. So shift your weight into your other hip. Get your butt to reach back in space. You're in a slight hip hinge here. Brace your abs. And then here we go. Opposite leg lifts. Exhale. 2, 3, 4, 6 more. Try to control the lowering of your leg as well as the lift. 3 more. Last one. And rest. Nice. Okay. Come back down onto your hands and knees. We have the beast with the toe lifts for 30 seconds. Okay, and remember you're trying to keep your knees lifted the whole time and just alternating those toes pointing back. Okay, here we go. Hands underneath shoulders, knees are a little bit closer to your hands than your hips. Curl the toes under, and now lift your knees just a little bit off the ground and begin. Here we go, pointing one set of toes back and then switch. Trying not to let your hips pike up. Keep your body in the same position. You're just taking one set of toes off the ground and creating a moment of instability for yourself. Good, almost there. 10 more seconds. Keep breathing. 4, 3, 2, 1, and rest. Nice, guys. Okay, flip back over onto your back, and we have single leg glute bridges next. So 8 reps on each side for this. Start with one knee pulled into your chest. Hands can be pointed up to the ceiling with your elbows bent, or hands are flat on the floor pressing into the ground. Either way. Okay, here we go. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. 6 more. 4 left. You got it. Squeeze that butt cheek. Press down through your foot. 2 more. Last one. Good. Switch your legs. And 8 on this side. Here we go. Right into it. Exhale. Try to feel the length in your quad and your hip flexors as you press up. 4 more. 2 more. Last one. Good, and rest. Nice. Okay, we're gonna take a little breather, get a sip of water if you'd like, and then we're gonna go into our next circuit. And this is more of a cardio-based circuit with some martial arts inspired movement. So we have some kicks in this circuit that we're gonna be doing. I'll talk you through everything first. I'll show you all the movements, and then we'll do them together for 3 rounds in a row. We're gonna be doing 40 seconds of movement with 20 seconds of rest in between each exercise. And we're gonna try to really stick to only 20 seconds of rest. Okay, so first movement we're doing are lunge switches. So you're gonna be going into a reverse lunge, and then we're gonna be jumping to get to the other side for 40 seconds. If that is too intense, then all you're going to do is modify by going into alternating reverse lunges, stepping the foot forward and no jumping. That's an option, okay? So that's the first exercise. Then we have a low kick, high kick that we're gonna be doing, and it's a side kick, okay? So you're gonna stand on one leg, and this is using the same sort of little hip hinge position that we had before when we were doing these lateral leg raises. So now what we're gonna do is hold our hands up like we're blocking and guarding our face. And you're gonna go into a low kick, bring the knee in, and then high kick. And you're gonna alternate between those 2 levels of kicks. And just making sure that there's a little bit of the difference between the 2, even if you can't kick super high for your high kick, you're trying to get a low one and a high one. 40 seconds on that side, and then we'll switch legs and go into the other side. Trying to stabilize our body as much as we can. Ideally, not putting your foot down in between your kicks at all, so you're balancing on your standing leg the entire 40 seconds, okay? So that's that extra little challenge for you. If you have the stability, go for it. If you need to put your foot down at any point, that's okay. Just try to do what you can. Okay, and then we have, sorry, 1 second. Oh, we have the high knees moving laterally to the side. So it's a 1, 2, 3 pattern. So you're gonna do 2 little steps and then a knee drive up. So it's gonna be 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, okay? And you're gonna switch your arms as you drive your knee toward your chest, okay? So we have those 3 movements. Technically it's 4 exercises because the kicks we're doing on both sides of our body, and we're doing 40 seconds of each for movement and then 20 seconds to rest, really trying to maintain just 20 seconds of rest. I have my timer going and we'll really try to stick to that. Okay, we're doing 3 full rounds of it, guys, so grab a sip of water now if you need it. We're gonna start in 5 seconds. All right, here we go. Lunge switches and begin. Little jumps if you can. Otherwise, you're just doing reverse lunges and alternating legs. Awesome. 20 seconds left. You got it. Keep breathing. Notice your intention of the movement, how you can quickly change from each leg. Last 3, 2, 1, and rest. Woo! All right. 15 seconds left to breathe. So take some nice deep inhales, big exhales. We're going into the low kick, high kick next. So choose which side you want to start on. In 3, 2, 1, and begin. Low kick, high kick. And you can add that punch into your high kick if you'd like. Totally optional. See if you can avoid putting your foot down at all. Using your abs to brace and balance. 20 seconds left. Remember, your high kick is high for you. So don't worry if you can't get it above your hip. Just try to go for consistency. Almost there. Last 2, 1. Good, rest. Nice job, guys. We have the other side for that now. So we're going low kick, high kick on the other side. 10 seconds left to breathe. Take this time to take some deep inhales. Exhales. Here we go. In 3, 2, 1. Low kick, high kick. Bring it back in nice and sharp. Try to keep balance on your standing leg. Bracing your abs the whole time. Good, 20 seconds. If you need to touch your foot down, that's okay. I'm doing it a few times too. 10 seconds. You got this. 4, 3, 2, 1. Nice, rest. Awesome. Okay, we have that 1, 2, 3 lateral moving pattern with the knee drive. Here we go in 10 seconds. So set up to one side of your space. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and begin. 1, 2, 3. Drive the knee up as you switch your arms. Trying to get as much space to the side as you can, and you're keeping your body at the same level the entire time. Sharp exhale as you change your arms. 10 seconds left. Last 3, 2, 1, and rest. Nice, guys. Awesome job. Okay, I'm just going to take a quick sip of water. We have about 12 seconds left to breathe. Then we're going back into the lunge switches. Here we go. In 3, 2, 1, and begin. Second round. Just concentrate on your breath. Stick with a rhythm that feels good for you. Push out of the floor. 20 seconds. You got it. 8 seconds left, guys. And rest. Good. Shake that out, breathe. Take some deep inhales, long exhales. 10 more seconds to breathe. And then we have our low kick, high kick. So choose which side you're gonna start on. In 3, 2, 1, and begin. Low kick, high kick, low kick, high kick. Try to keep your balance best you can. Imagine your two targets, shin and then someone's face. Low kick, high kick. 10 seconds left. Last 3, 2, 1. Woo! Awesome. Shake it out and breathe. Deep inhale. Long exhale. 10 more seconds to breathe. And then we have the other side. So get ready. Here we go. In 3, 2, 1, and begin. Low kick, high kick. Aiming for shin height, aiming for the head. Or whatever height you can get. Here we go, guys. You're halfway there, 20 seconds left. Try to balance as best you can and try to pull the knee in, pulling your kick in nice and sharp. 4, 3, 2, 1. Woo! Nice. Okay, we have that 1, 2, 3 with the knee drive, moving side to side. 10 more seconds to breathe. Take this time to get some deep breaths in, lots of oxygen. Here we go, and begin. 1, 2, 3. The opposite arm of the knee that's driving forward is the one that comes up. Make your exhale sharp as you drive that knee up. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. 15 seconds left. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and rest. 2 rounds down, guys. 1 to go. Grab a quick sip of water if you need it. I know I do. Woo. Yeah. Okay. Here we go. Lunge switches. Going in 3, 2, 1, and begin. I know this one's rough. If you need to go back or modify at any point into those reverse lunges, go for it. Let's see if you can stick with the jumping version as long as possible. 20 seconds left. You got it. You can do anything for 20 seconds. Keep moving with your breath. 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Rest. Woo! Oh yeah. Okay. 10 more seconds to breathe. Then we have low kick, high kick on our first side. Here we go. Get ready in 3, 2, 1, and begin. Low kick, high kick, low kick, high kick. You got it. Try to find those 2 targets. Shin height, head height. Shin height, head height. Come on, guys. Get feisty with it. Almost there. 15 seconds. 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and rest. Nice. Second side. We got 12 seconds left to breathe. Inhale, exhale. Here we go in 4, 3, 2, 1, begin. Low kick, high kick.
balance best you can. Keep your abs braced. If you're doing the punch at the top kick, try to bring that fist in with your leg nice and fast. Almost there, 15 seconds. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and rest. Nice, guys. 15 seconds left to breathe. Then we have that knee drive, that 1, 2, 3 rhythm. Prepare yourself. It's our last thing, then we're gonna cool down in 3, 2, 1, and begin. 1, 2, 3. Try to really go fast this time. Give it all that fuel that you have. You're halfway there, 20 seconds left. Keep it sharp. 10 seconds. Almost there. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and rest. Nice, guys. We're gonna take a minute break to let yourself cool down naturally. So notice your heart rate, how it's elevated right now. See if you can take this time to take some nice deep breaths in. Notice what you're feeling. Big breaths out. You can even put your hands on your chest, like I'm doing, and see if you can really feel that heartbeat. Notice that hard work that you just did. And be present with it. Good. See if you can take those slow breaths in, really filling your body with air. Big exhale out of the mouth. Nice. Feel free to walk around when you do this. Feel free to grab some water. I'm going to, yeah, that circuit was rough. It gets really hard there during that last third circuit. So I'm super sweaty. I bet you are too if you made it through the whole workout. We're gonna go into a little dynamic stretching here at the end to get our body to decompress after all of that tension that we created. So I'm gonna go through a little sequence with you guys and you're just gonna follow along, okay? First thing we're gonna do, just gonna put my water down real quick, is a Shin Box Rotation with a hip extension. So I've done these before in class. If you've attended my class, you probably already know it. But what we're gonna do is set up in this Shin Box position with our ankles pretty close to our body. So rather than the 90-90 position where we're out wide, okay? So if you can, keep your hands off of the floor, and maybe you can even reach them out in front of you, which will help counterbalance your body. Or if you need your hands, they can be behind you on the floor to help you rotate. What you're gonna do is externally rotate your back hip. And you're gonna come all the way over to the other side, press up onto that front shin, and squeeze your glutes at the top to fully extend your hips. And then we're gonna reverse it back down slowly, rotate back the other way, press up again, squeezing both butt cheeks, coming back down. And again, your arms can reach out. That'll help counterbalance and help you keep a nice long spine. We want to try to not round our chest over as we go through center. So keep that chest lifted, tall spine. Good, let's do 4 more reps total, 2 to each side. Keep breathing. And try to control your hips back down to the ground as you do these. Okay, 1 more to each side, guys. Try to make them as smooth as you can, really engaging those butt cheeks at the top to fully extend your hips. Last one. Rotate over, come up, squeeze those glutes, and lower down. Nice. Now we're gonna stay in this shin box position. I'm just gonna scoot back a little bit so you guys can see me. And we're gonna do a coil with our upper body, so a twist, pulling our back arms, elbow, into our rib cage, and coiling our lat into engagement. And then we're gonna use that coil to rebound, place the other hand on the floor, press up, and reach our body into a nice long lateral stretch. And then we're gonna reverse the hips back down. Take a big inhale here as you coil, reaching one arm up, elbow pulls in toward your back. And then reverse that. Extend your hips, reach open, and arm lengthens all the way back. Let's do that 3 more times on this side. Coil, engage your lat as you twist. Take a big breath in as you reach up and stretch. Good, let's move a little faster for these last 2. Here we go, exhale, and inhale. One more time, exhale as you coil, and inhale as you reach and stretch. Good, come back down, and we're just gonna change our legs, so however that works for you, just switch your opposite leg in the front, and here we go, same little coil pattern. So coiling, bringing your back leg's arm into your lat, pulling that tricep into your lat, reaching your other arm straight up over your shoulder. There's a little twist in your T-spine. And then moving slowly here at first, bring your opposite hand down and extend your hips as you laterally stretch your torso. Big breath in. Good, lowering the hips back down, repeating that 2 more times at this pace. Coil and really reach. And then opposite arm down as you stretch and extend your hips, open up the side body. Good, 1 more like that. Reach back. Good, now we're gonna go with our breath 2 faster. Exhale as you coil. Inhale as you reach and stretch. Good, 1 more like that. Exhale. Inhale. Good, lower the hips. Nice, guys. We're gonna move on to our backs now and do a little bit of a stretching sequence, a little bit more passive stretching, and then we'll do some breath work at the very end. Okay, so I want you to cross your right ankle over your left knee. We're gonna thread the needle, bringing both feet and knees up toward you, interlacing your hand around your left hamstring. And just try to find a nice glute stretch for your right glute and hip. You can even press your right elbow and forearm into your right thigh to press that knee open a little bit more. And notice if your tailbone is lifting away from the floor and your low back is rounding up off the ground. Try to let your low back and your sacrum be heavy here. Just take some big inhales through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. Good, 1 more breath here. Now keep the legs in this position. Release your arms. You can bring them out to the sides, and you're gonna let your legs fall to the left, bringing your right foot flat on the ground, and your right knee is up to the sky. So you're still in that thread the needle position, but now your legs are twisted to the side. And now take your left hand and press it to the inside of your right knee to push that knee away from your body and create more openness in your hip. And then you can take your gaze to the right, and I want you to think about really expanding the right side of your torso as you breathe. Exhale, try to find more space. guys, 2 more breaths here. Good, and then go ahead, bring your legs all the way back up to center. Bring your left foot down, we're gonna switch the legs. So left ankle crosses over the right knee, and then bring your foot up off the floor, interlace your hands behind your right hamstring, and you can press your left elbow into your left thigh to try to press that knee open a little bit more. And let's take 3 more breaths here, trying to ground your sacrum and your low back into the ground. Try not to let it lift off away from the mat. Good, 1 more breath here. And now leave your legs where they are, reach your arms out to your sides, and then let both legs fall to your right, bringing your left foot all the way flat on the floor. And then use your right hand to press into your left thigh and push that knee away from your body, which will help create nice length in the side of your torso. And just breathe here as you twist. Good, 2 more breaths. Finding that sense of expansion into the side of your torso. Good, and then bring your legs all the way back up. Uncross your ankle, and just bring both feet flat on the floor. Place your hands on the sides of your rib cage. And we're just gonna finish with a little bit of expansive breathing and slowing down our breath to really access our rest and digest mode, our parasympathetic nervous system. So I want you to exhale, release all the air out of your lungs. And then we're going to inhale for 3, 2, 1. Exhale, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale for 3, 2, 1. Exhale, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale for 3, 2, 1. Exhale, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. One more time. Inhale, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. See if you can hold the breath out for a moment, feeling empty. And then inhale when you absolutely need to. Exhale. Good. 1 more breath like that. Inhale. Exhale. Nice, guys. Bring both knees into your chest and just rock yourself side to side a little bit. You can maybe circle your knees in one direction for a few rounds, and then circle the other way. Good. And then bring your knees to the center of your chest and begin to rock forward and back along your spine. Just take a few times to rock all the way up. Awesome. And so we are all set for today, my friends. Great job.
If you have any questions, let us know. If you enjoyed the class, I'll see you next week. And also, I teach a class on Friday at 11 a.m. and that is a more it's a class that's more focused on subtle engagement in the body and connecting our breath to our muscular contractions in our diaphragm and our pelvic floor to work our engagement in movements like lunges and squats and deadlifting, and really driving it from our breath. So that's what we'll be working on Friday. And I hope you join me, and yeah, and I hope you enjoy all of these mind movement classes. Check out the website for the schedule, and I'll see you guys next week. Thanks so much.